Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, evening headlines on August 1, 2023. Passenger ends up more than 1,000 miles away from intended destination after SpiceJet plane mix-up. Child abductions, a Russian plan to weaken Ukraine, says UK envoy. The Guardian, Belarusian connection revealed in children's abductions from Ukraine. Euractiv, 700k Ukrainian children transferred to Russia since invasion, official. The Moscow Times, more than 700,000 Ukrainian children taken to Russia since start of war, official says. Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, Russian ombudswoman says more than 700,000 children taken from Ukraine since February 2022. Georgia prosecutor Fani Willis reports racist threats over Trump case. BBC, Trump's PAC sees funds eaten up by legal bills as new indictment looms. Live. The Independent, I was just subpoenaed by Trump's Georgia grand jury. The Intercept, Georgia prosecutor investigating Trump says charges, ready to go. MSNBC, Trump attempt to derail Georgia election investigation rejected by judge. Hunter Biden's ex-business partner testifies to Congress. Here's what to know. The Independent, Biden on speakerphone in son's calls, Devon Archer tells Congress. BBC, Hunter Biden put his father on speakerphone to sell the brand. The Telegraph, Hunter Biden's business partner testifies before the GOP-led House Oversight Committee. CBS Mornings, Joe Biden joins son Hunter's client calls, ex-colleague claims. Leak reveals, touchy, issues for UAE's presidency of UN Climate Summit. The Guardian, green organizations to boycott UN COP28 climate confab in Dubai. Niger, UK tells nationals to stay inside amid unrest. Japanese man takes his first walk as human dog. The Independent, Japanese man who spent $14,000 to transform into dog takes his first walk in public. NDTV, curious diet of Toko. Japanese man is living a dog life. What does he eat? Hindustan Times, this Japanese man wanted to be an animal. Here's how he did it. The Indian Express, Japan man spends 20 lakh rupees to transform into wolf. Powerful experience. Russian cruise ship leaves Batumi after Georgian protests. BBC, Russian cruise ship meets protests in Georgia. Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, Russian cruise passengers jeered at and heckled in Georgia port. Business Insider, protests in Georgia force Russian cruise liner to leave. AJ #shorts. Al Jazeera English, Russian cruise ship, met with fresh protests in Batumi, to remove Georgian port from itinerary. Gilgo Beach suspect Rex Heuermann in court as wife pleads for privacy. The Independent, Gilgo Beach serial killer suspect Rex Heuermann's estranged wife says her 2 children cry themselves to sleep. Daily Mail, Rex Heuermann's wife pleads to be left alone after his arrest for Gilgo Beach murders. The Independent, a case of campaign boasting. Newsday, family attorney blasts cops' absurd theory about woman's 2010 death in area of Gilgo Beach murders. Lori Vallow sentencing statement on very happy children draws outrage. Live. The Independent, cult mom, Lori Vallow sentenced to life in prison for murdering her kids JJ, 7, and Tylee, 16. The Sun, Lori Vallow finally broke her silence. It was too late. The Independent, U.S. doomsday mother jailed for life for killing her 2 children. Evening Standard, Lori Vallow is sentenced to life without parole for murders of her kids JJ and Tylee and her husband's ex-wife. Crowds flock to Chinese zoo after human in a costume, bear goes viral. The Guardian, sun bears are real, not humans in disguise says Hangzhou Zoo. BBC, bear or costume. Chinese zoo denies animal is person dressed up. The Telegraph, Chinese zoo denies bears are humans in disguise after viral video. iNews, Chinese zoo's sun bear video triggers debate over man in costume. It's time to free my mother completely. Aung San Suu Kyi's son slams partial pardon. The Independent, Myanmar, Aung San Suu Kyi jail term reduced after some pardons. BBC, Myanmar's Aung San Suu Kyi has some of her prison sentences reduced. France 24 English. France 24 English, Aung San Suu Kyi given partial pardon by Myanmar junta. The Guardian, Aung San Suu Kyi has some of her prison sentences reduced by Myanmar's military-led government. China, 11 killed in Beijing as heavy rains hit city for a fourth day. The Guardian, deadly rains batter Beijing as new storm approaches China. BBC News. BBC News, fatal flooding in China leaves 11 dead and at least 27 others missing. Latest from ITV News. ITV News, man rescued from car swept into river as Typhoon Doksuri hits China. Guardian News, Beijing floods, deadly rains batter China capital as new storm looms. Niger coup, France to evacuate citizens after embassy attack. BBC, Niger coup, why some people want Russia in and France out. BBC, Niger military junta claims France is planning attacks on the country. DW News. DW News, the Irish Times view on the coup in Niger. Democracy is under threat. The Irish Times. The Irish Times, lessons from the recent coup in Niger, by Gideon Adebayo. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.